this season is always a long season. It's about gathering information as you go. And as I sat and watched you guys, Skip, I'm going to get to these jokers over here that's trying to get on you because there's some things that I have to correct, you know.
Good.
I have to correct, and we'll get to that when we start talking about those plays. But first of all, I went into this game, and the first thing I thought about wearing old 88 is what I text old 88. Your number one job is to be the best receiver on the field today. That's what Norv Turner told me when I first got in the league. Well, Paul Hackett told me that. Coach Hackett actually told me that. He said, your number one job is to be the best receiver on the field every Sunday. CeeDee Lamb was definitely that. Sunday. He took care of his business. I had to cover my 88 first here. Now, going into that game, we thought, wow, where does Dallas measure? We saw what they did against San Francisco. And boy, we said, oh, Dallas don't even belong in the top 3 against San Francisco. That's what made this game so important. And this game was in Philadelphia. 2 reasons. It's great to be in Philadelphia. First of all, you get the first game in Philadelphia. Don't be hearing people when they say, oh, you're 2.5 games back. No, you're 2 games back because you will play them in Dallas, and you will beat them in Dallas. So right now, you're 2 games back, and they got a murderous slate coming up. You may even close that gap in the next 2 games. This is my time to talk. I sat in the back. I sat and waited. I gave you 13 minutes. You can shut it up right now and give me a moment. You just had 30 minutes of talking. Let me finish. Let me finish. We gathered information. We went there, and we had that game. You hear it all the time. It's a game of ventures. It's a game of ventures. It's really a game of ventures, but it's also a game of execution. Skip, I'm not going to have them sitting up here getting on you, talking about, oh, Dak missed this throw. He should have gone to Brandon Cooks. That's not true. Brandon Cooks was open. Dak made the right read. That should have been a touchdown. And if you go back to that play, I'll show you whose fault it is. It ain't Dak's fault. It ain't the tight end's fault. It's Ferguson's fault. Look at number 87. 87, go back to the beginning of that play. 87 has to come flatter to make that DB right there bubble over the outside. He has to come on a flatter angle down. That's a pick route. That's a pick. Ferguson has to come flatter to make that DB pick. You were right, Skip. He was looking at the right side, and that's the side he should have gone on. Brandon Cooks ain't called a slant all damn year. Why should he throw Brandon Cooks a slant right now? Execute the play right. We got that play. You win a football game. That's all. It comes down to execution. Stop trying to put that. Dak did everything right. Ferguson didn't do everything right. Now, let me tell you something. The only thing that hurt me in this game was Philly had, three long drives. Long drives. You can't give them the ball that long. You can't give them the ball that long, let them have those long drives, and then we have long drives, get in the end zone, get in the red zone, and you don't convert. That is where that game got lost, right there. On a small little technicality, on small little things like that, on Ferguson not going flat enough on those routes, those little things like that, you win that football game. And that's the bottom line right there. What we saw is, no, Philly's not too much for Dallas. No, Philly's not. Dallas, you are right there, and I guarantee you, I believe Dallas win this game in Dallas. Dallas win the game in Dallas, and if you see them again, that game is so important because it tells you, I don't care where we see you again.
That is true.
Even if we see you here, we can get you here. We can beat you in Philly, and that might even be sweeter. If you have to do it, I'd rather it be done in Dallas, and that ain't even over yet, folks. But I'm telling you, that was a good game yesterday. It was a good game, a lot of good information. I give Dak played a great game in that game.
Keyshawn, now it's your turn.
Are you finished, Mike?
Yeah, but y'all up here trying to kill my man Skip. We're trying to kill Skip with that.
We are giving good information. That's what we're doing.
Ain't no
we're giving good information.
I'm surprised. So
let me ask you this.
Sherm Payne should have made sure that he realized that play. That's the same play Malcolm Butler got him in the Super Bowl on because that receiver didn't go flat enough. He should have known that. Don't be coming out here trying to put that on my man Skip. I'm going to come out here. My man.
So, Michael, at any point in time yesterday, did you feel anxiety? Did you feel stressed? Did you feel that the Dallas Cowboys are going to lose this football game? At any point in time when I'm sitting there with you, I just want to know.
When I first walked in, let's go and get it real. Let's get it real.
It was 14-7.
By the way, you're in a sports bar, right?
Yeah, we go to the sports bar.
Dude. Let me tell you something. Yo, we be cutting the fool over here. I just got it, man. You know, Key calls me over, I come in and, boy, we rolling. Oh, I came in, it's over, it's over. Calm down, Michael. It ain't over. We were rolling, right?
It was 14-7. Relax.
And every time Philly makes play, Key has to get up, and everybody going crazy in the bar, and then he sits down, and then I'll get up when Dallas make a play. So we have so much fun.
But that's not what I asked you. I asked you
so
at
much
any
fun.
point in time, sir.
No. I never felt we were out of that game.
Okay.
I never felt that we were stressed. Absolutely. When do you say we were out?
No, I'm just saying you never felt stressed like that. You felt good.
I felt that the Cowboys had this game within reach at all
every single time.
At all times.
Okay.
They never ran away. I told you the only problems I had were those long drives. I needed to get them off the field. Those are the only issues I had.
Nick, can we go to the picture, please? Can we go to the picture? Hit it.
No,
Does that look nervous?
No, I'm looking at the game.
You biting your nails. You're biting your nails.
I didn't joke over here. Every time I'm studying. That's how I study. Stop biting your nails. I said, Joker, I ain't biting my nails. I'm studying.
Because this is late in the game. See, and I thought, look, Michael, and I thought you were, I thought you was up on this. But here's what I would say. You talk about there are only 2 games back.
I should have won that game.
2.5 games back, man. They're not 2. They 2.5 games back. But I would say, though, to you and Skip, yes, the Philadelphia Eagles have a little bit of a gauntlet schedule coming up because they got Kansas City, Buffalo, San Francisco, who beat you guys down. They got Dallas and Seattle. But here's what I would say about y'all.
At Seattle.
Y'all got Washington, Seattle, Philly, Buffalo, Miami, and Detroit. You've lost to 2 teams this year in San Francisco and Philadelphia, 2 of the best teams that you've played.
Right.
Everybody else, y'all walking over, cakewalking, beating, all those sort of things. Yep. Now the real stuff happens. Y'all lose no matter how you lost. You can blame Ferguson on not cleaning the pickup the proper way. You can say Dak Prescott had a size 17 on instead of his true size of a 14, or whatever you want to say. You can say he should have scored the 2-point conversion. You can go through all of those things. The bottom line is you lost the game, man. L is a L is a L. Skip, you gave me numbers on the defensive side of the ball, or better yet, offensively, 163 yards in the fourth quarter alone to their 14.
Philadelphia.
But you still lost.
Wait, 14
you didn't
first
score
downs
enough
in the fourth
points.
quarter to 0 for Philadelphia.
It doesn't matter.
Our defense held them to 0 first downs in the fourth quarter.
And guess what they did? They found your weak link at the end of the game twice, not once, but twice at the end of the game. Your right tackle that you just paid money to whiffed. And Hassan Reddick enjoyed him throughout the day, eating his lunch. And then he finally got to the dessert when he sacked Dak Prescott at the end. I don't care about the numbers, man. This is why I get on y'all ass so much, because you're delusional. Rather than say we played a good game, we are having an opportunity to see them again, you start telling me about numbers and what you did, and it doesn't matter. You lost.
We're not just We're not just playing games to play games. We're playing games to gather information for our destination on where we're trying to go.
So you gonna
play a game?
So you gonna play a game to gather information?
To try to find, what do we need to do to where we need to go? So what do we need to fix? What do we got to get better at? That's why we're playing these games.
How many games you gonna keep playing and losing the top teams to gather information to beat them? You done lost to San Francisco 3 straight times. You have now lost in a pivotal divisional game that puts you 2.5 games back in Philadelphia, whether you play them in a couple weeks or not. You are behind the sticks, Skip. You are behind the sticks.
Keyshawn, which team looked better to you? We need the God's truth from you. Which team looked better in the end yesterday?
Philadelphia.
No, Dallas did. Dallas.
How?
The big takeaway, you step back from that game.
The quarterback looked great, phenomenal.
Cowboys are just better than the Eagles.
How? How?
I just gave you all the numbers.
You lost.
We went up and down the field. When
they needed to hit Devontae Smith for a 6-pack, they cashed in.
We went 71 yards in 13 plays and got 0 points. We had it 1st and 10 at the 31 and got 0 points. We had it 1st and 5 at the 6-yard line and got 0 points. If we cash any of those, if we have the foresight to take field goal, we win the game. We win the game.
But now you telling me, as I told you, I sat next to Michael Irvin, as Michael liked to say, and told him, hey, Michael, you should take the 3. You know, Michael told me, oh, no, we ain't taking no 3. We going to score a touchdown here. And I told him after, I said, Mike, you want that 3? Yeah, we probably should have took that 3, right? Yes.
Well, everybody's eyesight is perfect when we recollect, when we look back.
First of all, I say take the 3 because you've been a dismal this season in the red zone, and that's the only thing you've been doing really for the most part.
And when I watch games, I understand just what you just said. So I'm looking at certain plays down in the red zone to find out why they failed or why they didn't work to optimal levels. You talk about that play. If we can show that play again where Dak steps out of bounds, you know, you look on the left side of Dak when he's trying to get in that 2-point conversion. You look on the left side of Dak. Watch CeeDee Lamb wide open on that return. See what I mean? But the guard breaks and the guy gets through the guard. So Dak's ready to turn over there and throw that ball to CeeDee Lamb, but now he has to end up running it because there's a breakdown right there in the left offensive line. You see that? Now, I'm saying, I watch this kind of thing. You watch this kind of thing. That's what we watch it for. We study it and say, okay, we see what we failed this time. Had this guy made that block, CeeDee Lamb up top on that return, that's an easy touchdown.
If you throw that return route, if you throw that return route, you know what I know. If you throw that return right,
if it's late.
Oh, my God. I didn't even say pick 6. You did because you knew. If he throws it late.
But that right there, I'm telling you what we're going to go back and study. We're going to find out why we have these breakdowns in the red zone. And I'm saying that's an easy fix. You got to square that up, and that's a touchdown.
Skip, I just can't with y'all. I'm sorry.
All right, let me show you. Speaking of eyesight, I questioned the referee's eyesight yesterday. I questioned their hearts and their guts because they got completely intimidated by the Philly crowd.
I understand.
They crumbled under the onslaught of the Philly crowd.
It's an intimidating crowd, Skip. You're right.
So they scared to call the right thing because of the crowd.
Can I show you a deep throw to CeeDee the Beast Lamb? Could I show you this? 11:23 left in the third quarter. This is pass interference all day and all night on big play Slay. He's grabbing his left arm. He's holding him. CeeDee looks back like,
CeeDee sticks his arm on his chest. That's why he pulled it.
He's grabbing his
running around without trying to shoot.
He was doing that's right, Skip. He was doing the Dion. Dion won't even allow me to talk about it. He was doing the pulling thing.
Have the guts.
If you stick it,
no.
You over there playing hand fight, chicken fight. You can't be doing that, Skip.
If that was Keyshawn and he did that right there, he would be going off right now.
Going crazy.
No, but I wouldn't. But I know when you yank me, I'm gonna fall down. I'm gonna act. I know what to do. So that's just the reality of it.
Now let's flip it around. Let's see a throw that Stephon Gilmore has called on pass interference. This is 3:21 left in the third.
Come on now. Come on.
AJ.
Speak on it.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay, here it is.
I want to see what you say to Skip there.
Well, I don't see anything. How can you throw a flag on that?
Right there. You can't touch him. He's beyond 5 yards. He was beyond and he impeded him.
He was right at 5.
You cannot touch him beyond 5 yards.
It's a tiny chuck at 5 yards.
A tiny chuck.
Yeah,
okay.
come on.
Skip, don't let him mess with you. Key, you looked at me after this play and said, okay, y'all, they got you there. They got you. You looked at me after this play and said they got you. Don't you come on this TV and try to come after Skip. Don't you even try. They said, he looked at me and said, Mike, we got you right there. I'm going to tell them Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John up
yes,
here.
That's the will set you free, Keyshawn, because the truth just came out. Are we right? Yes.
It could have gone either way.
Either way. Now, I got to show you one last one. This is 1st and 10 at the 31 with 2:47 left. And Michael Gallup tries to get off the line of scrimmage, and Bradbury just jacks him right in the face mask. Just jacks him in the face mask. Do we have this one?
Yes.
Jacks him right in the face mask.
Yes.
Okay. And then it turns out to be a sack. We need the focus. Here we go.
Right here. Bam. Right? Bam. That should be hands to the face. That should be hands to the face.
And they pick it up.
And what did I turn to you and say, Michael? What did I turn to you and say? Hands to the face there, but your right tackle was hands to the face too. On that same exact play.
Okay.
You're not showing that because you didn't zoom in.
Okay.
This is easier, but the television copy shows this still. jams whoever that was to the face.
Wait, I thought it was Brandon Graham jamming him.
No. He had been the face. They missed that one.
Yeah,
they missed them both.
Did. It missed
so
them
it
both.
balanced itself out.
But now, I don't play him balance.
How can you pick it up?
What you mean it doesn't
It's in
balance it
broad
out?
daylight. What are you talking about?
Key.
No, he should have got that.
No. Go back to the beginning of play. There's a referee standing.
Yes.
Right.
There's two
next
of them.
To Michael Gallup.
One
right
one
next
beyond.
to Michael Gallup.
One in front.
Watch his
one
head
beyond.
peeking. See the head peeking.
Okay.
Right there. Now to go talk about what you see in a tackle, you got to go through both of those other players. How can you miss this right in front of you?
He missed it.
That's your first sight.
So
that referee's first job is to make sure he's lined up.
And they picked it up because it was offset. One on y'all tackle, one
that's
on
not what they
Bradbury.
said.
But that's okay. They don't need to say it. But what you sit here, you and Michael sitting here and telling me is y'all are hoping and praying for things to happen in games so y'all can win.
Okay, now I got to ask you two.
What's happening?
Yeah. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.